Execute. That's DML. It probably involves copying data from disk into buffer cache, then taking locks on tables, exclusive locks on rows, shared locks on tables, exclusive locks on rows. That's more work in buffer cache. Generating redo change vectors, generating undo, more work in buffer cache. The execute phase is where you do most of your DML. The final part, fetch. Most of the work for fetch occurs, most of the work for select occurs in that final fetch phase. Odd word fetch. There may well be I/O from disk into memory, or maybe the block's in memory already. If there is I/O, there's a significant choice there, indirect read or direct read. And understanding the impact of direct read and indirect read is of vital importance to see particularly how performance of your queries changes over time. Indirect read, Oracle copies blocks of data from disk into buffer cache, and then you transfer the projected rows of your selected columns into PGA. Direct read, Oracle copies blocks of data directly into your PGA. Indirect read and direct read both have advantages and disadvantages, depending on the nature of the SQL, the nature of the application, the nature of the code that your users are running. So fetch, almost certainly I/O from disk, almost certainly from memory. Having got the data you want into memory, then we have to get the selected rows and projected columns. And at that point, we can join the tables, do the aggregations, do the column projection, and sorting. These are the four typical processes that a query will go through: join, aggregate, project, and sort. But there may be more steps than that. There may be variations. So if I were to select star from emp natural join dept where dname equals sales, we would need to understand the processes involved as we run that. We have to identify the rows. There's a predicate. Having got the rows of the department table, we can then do the join to the relevant rows of the emp table. Aggregation, well, I haven't got an aggregation here. And projection, I'm not doing anything fancy to the columns. I've just said star. But we need to understand the various steps of the process in terms of join, aggregate, project, and sort. And maybe some other steps as well, so that we can identify which of these phases is slowing down the execution of the statement. Which of these operations is the slow one?
Well said, John. So let me just jump in real quick. You see indirect and direct reads. I want to ask you guys a question on that. So if I run a query and the query, the database chooses a direct read on behalf of my query and a copy blocks into the PGA, can your query take advantage of those blocks that have been copied into the PGA? Can your query take advantage of the blocks that I have copied into the PGA from my query? Excellent. So a direct read, yes, excellent. PGA is private. It's per user. So a direct read is sometimes called a selfish read. Make a note of that. Direct read sometimes is known as a selfish read. So the buffer cache, indirect read, we all share that. Thank you very much. Back to you, John.
Direct and indirect read, in particular, may have major, I wouldn't say issues, major effects as you upgrade. Particularly, I found going through release 11 releases, patch sets to release 12, there have been huge changes in the algorithms Oracle uses to decide when to use direct read, when to use indirect read. In principle, direct read is very good if you only do it once. But if you're going to access the data multiple times, either within your session or across sessions, indirect read is what you need. And there are several techniques for influencing the optimizer to make good choices there.